In this video, I will take you through my transfer suggestions for Game Week 18. The format I will use is yes, no and maybe. Yes is for players who you want to buy and who you should keep if you already have them. No is for players who you should sell and avoid. And maybe is for differential picks owned by less than 10% of the game. I will suggest one player per position for each category. Let's start with the yes category. These are players to buy and keep if you already have them. The first player is Alexander Mitrovic from Fulham. He scored a goal and had 2 assists in Game Week 17 and is facing the weakest defense, Southampton, in Game Week 18. He also has a double game week coming up. However, note that he is 1 yellow card away from a 1-match suspension. The next player I will suggest is Arsenal's Martin Odegaard. He has 3 double-digit returns in his last 4 matches. He is currently the most in-form FPL player in Arsenal in regards to points, and he's the cheapest of all the forwards in Arsenal. The next player I will suggest is Kepa Arrizabalaga from Chelsea. He's averaging 4 saves a match in a Chelsea side looking like they finally know how to play football. He's also quite affordable and has a double game week coming up. The final suggestion in the yes category is Newcastle's Kieran Trippier. He is the highest scoring defender in the game and one of the 4 players who have surpassed the 100-point mark. He is also playing for the best joint defense in the league, and he is on set pieces as well as being very attacking with the most successful crosses in the league. Now let's move to the no category. These are players to sell if you have them and avoid if you don't. The first is a surprising one with Manchester City's Ederson. Man City has only kept 3 clean sheets in their last 10 matches. He also doesn't make many saves, having the same amount of saves as Chelsea's Edouard Mendy, who has only played 8.5 matches this season. The 2 things we want from keepers are saves and clean sheets, and he offers none of them. The next suggestion is Fabian Schär from Newcastle. If you can't quite afford Trippier or you want another route into the joint best defense in the league, I would suggest Sven Botman or Dan Burn. Not because Fabian Schär is a bad player, but because he's the most expensive of the 3 and is 1 yellow card away from a 1-match suspension. My midfield suggestion is Brighton Solly March. In 17 matches, he has 1 wonder goal and 1 assist. Yes, Brighton may have a double or even triple game week coming up, but they face the joint best defense in the league followed by the 4th best defense in the league. In my opinion, Trossard or Gross would be a better gamble from Brighton. My final suggestion in the no category is Dominic Solanke from Bournemouth, who has been bought by 17,000 people. If you want a forward in his price point, then stick around for the maybe section of the video. If you want a cheap placeholder, then Leeds FC's Greenwood is your guy. There are just better options currently in his price point. Now for the most exciting part, the maybe section. Here I suggest players owned by less than 10% of teams who have the potential of scoring good points in the next and future game weeks. First we have Fulham's Bernard Leno, who made the 3rd most saves in the league. Fulham may not keep many clean sheets, but with a double game week coming up, Bernard Leno is a good selection for racking up save points. He's only owned by 1.9% of teams. In defense, I suggest Andrew Robertson from Liverpool. He has 4 assists in his last 4 matches for a team that is back to scoring goals. He is also sharing set pieces with Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's only owned by 6% of teams. In midfield, we have Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, who plays for Tottenham. He has the same attacking contributions as Dejan Kulusevski, but has 3 more goals, and he has started in 16 of the last 17 matches compared to Kulusevski's 8. He's only owned by 2.4% of teams. My forward suggestion is Kai Havertz from Chelsea. He looks to have finally carried his international form over to the Premier League, and with Chelsea having a double game week, He is a good under the radar pick as he's only in 4.3% of teams. For watching till the end of the video, you get a bonus differential pick. As I had promised earlier, this player is an alternative to Solanke. I'm talking about Chris Wood from Newcastle. He has 2 goals and 2 assists in his last 3 matches, and he also has players like Almiron and Trippier feeding him passes. He's only owned by 0.8% of teams, so he's definitely one to have to sneak up on your mini league rivals. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe and comment who you'll pick below. Till next time, don't forget to have fun.